Hey guys, Chris and PJ here live in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Hello everyone.
Woohoo! We made it to another Friday.
It's Friday.
It's kind of a crazy week.
Well, it's been a very fast week with the holiday, and then I think I was out on Tuesday and you were out on Wednesday.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
we didn't give our audience much to go by here.
So we're going to have a Fire It Up today. And today, you know, we're down to the final 4 months of the Corvette Dream Giveaway. This is what started it all back in 2008, pairing a classic Corvette with a brand new Corvette. And this
Chris,
year,
back in those years, we only had one giveaway per year.
we only have one giveaway a year. How many do we have now? 20?
Something
I think
like
we had
that.
20 giveaways a year. So you guys sure like what we're doing, and we sure like giving away these cars. This year's pairing, super nice. Brand new C8 C51 package, Stingray. Got some mods from the horsepower experts up at Lingenfelter Performance in the great state of Michigan. This one 530 horsepower, mid-engine placement, great color on here, red mist metallic is its name. And then that classic up there on the backyard buddy lift, which will also go to the winner. Not this exact one, we're keeping this one here in the garage, but you'll get a $8,500 gift card for a backyard buddy lift if you're the winner. Up there, 1965 Corvette, first year of the big block. Yes, it's got that 396 in it. It's got the 4-speed, rated at 425 horsepower. And this one, big NCRS, frame off restoration, points judge, super correct car. All the way down to those crazy old bias ply tires. PJ, do you remember ever owning a car with bias ply tires?
I've never had a bias ply tire car.
No, I always had radials. I'm not old enough to remember having a bias ply tire car. I do remember getting retread tires once on a car, but that's a story that I'll save for another day.
So if we do a Fire It Up Friday here, can we move the C8 out of the way and take a look underneath the 65?
I think we can do that. So we're going to accomplish two things in this video, PJ. As you just mentioned, we'll fire up the C8, we'll move it out of the way. That then will allow us the ability to come underneath the 65, and you guys can see how ultra spanky clean it is underneath. So how about it? You guys in? Who's watching, PJ?
Brian says those are beautiful machines.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you, Brian.
Yeah. And remember, the cars, the keys, the titles, the lift, it's all going to go to one lucky person.
The taxes.
We pay the taxes too. Get your entries at www.dreamgiveaway.com. I said www again, PJ.
It's okay, Chris. It's all right.
Sometimes I still say it. Sometimes I still wonder why my high-speed dial-up is not working right. Okay, so hold on. I need some more people watching if I'm going to fire up this
Omar
car,
says,
PJ.
my favorite grand prize I'm praying for. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so Omar's praying. That's a great thing.
What are we going to hear when that thing fires up? Is it going to be loud? Is it going to be like, dare I say, Cadillac loud?
It's going to be louder than the Cadillac loud. And especially that first couple of seconds after we hit that engine start button, it gets really, really loud. Then it kind of tames down a little bit. But that first couple of seconds has a really, what do I want to say? What word am I going to use? A voluminous sound.
Yeah. Mike Brown says, fire it up and lift it up Friday.
There you go, Mike Brown, I'm going to do it.
Eric says also, it's great that you can trust that the C2 won't leak under the C8, and we'll show you a little bit about, see these little panels here, we can actually put those panels up underneath, and in case you do have a car that may leak.
That's correct.
We are lucky that we don't have one that does leak. So let me get in the back over here so we can get the full effect of the audio here.
Okay, you ready?
All right,
Corvette
Chris.
by Chevrolet, I like that. You ready?
Go for it.
Hold on, I got to move the key. And now it should go for me. Ah, there we go. It's funny, it said the key was in sleep mode. It couldn't have been in sleep mode when that engine fired up. Now it takes a good minute for it to really settle in at its idle. So right now we're just over 1,000 RPM, coming on down. There we go, 900. 750. There we go. We're at idle at 700 RPM. Now I'll blip it a couple times for you guys. Okay, interesting transmission in here. It is a dual clutch transmission. It's over in the center console. Kind of
quite impressive there, Chris.
Huh?
Quite impressive.
Yeah, I'm telling everybody about how the dual clutch transmission is right here, over here to the right of the steering wheel. So to push it into drive, can you guys see what I'm doing here? By the way, someone left the AC on low and I'm freezing, PJ. I'm going to fix that. Okay, so all you do, you pull up on the transmission drive here, like that. And now see I'm on drive and you got D1 here. So I'm going to go ahead and just very slowly move it out from here. PJ, tell me when I'm clear.
You're doing great, Chris. Straight ahead.
Thank you so much.
Look at that go. Right out of the garage. Right out of the backyard, buddy.
And
Lift.
the same thing, there's a P button. I simply push that
now,
P button.
You can see how much room
puts
you really
it into
do
park.
have underneath there.
Talking about a P button, I may get into trouble. People think I'm talking about something else. A park button.
All right, Chris.
Do I have to get out of the car now,
yes,
PJ?
you must get out of the car in order to finish this live.
Okay. And by the way, there's not a lever, there's an electronic button. Everything is buttons here. That's the button that you push to get in and out of the C8. And then, hold on, PJ, we're not in a rush, watch. There we go.
Very different.
Okay, so let's go underneath and look at how clean that 65 is up there on the backyard. Buddy lift made in the USA.
All right, so we've got a couple panels up front still here from the back of it. So here we are.
Okay.
Right up underneath the engine.
Been really good here. So you can see that the oil pan and the rest of the engine is painted Chevy orange, as well as the bell housing. That is correct. That is how the factory did it. You can see here, up here on the front suspension, where the that's crayon marks. The factory did that as well. I should say in the steering system. And you can see the hydraulic lines coming on in here. And let's move on back here. You can see the Muncie, the 4-speed. You can see how clean that exhaust is. That is original style exhaust. Here's what's really, really neat. Look up here on the drive shaft. And that's how the factory did it. And when judges look at this car, they actually kind of climb underneath it and they look for these things. If those markings were incorrect, this car would get dinged, and I don't mean ding on the body, I mean ding on the scoring sheet.
So that orange and green little tag there?
That's what the factory would do. Those are correct. They are replicated to the original markings. Okay. Now over here you can see that we've got the spiral gray shocks, very common. We've got the transverse multi-leaf spring on over here. There you go. You've got your rear with your half shafts, back to a spiral gray here.
It's amazing. It's
look
how
clean this all is. Yeah, absolutely. Now you really can't see it, but you see that round thing over there? PJ, do you know what that is?
Is it your tire? I don't know.
Correct. That's where the spare tire goes. Excellent answer, PJ. And then you've got the nice exhaust mufflers there as well. Everything looking very nice underneath this car, PJ.
Very clean.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else here that I'd like to point out. Yeah, just look how, it's so nice to see that big block 396 from this angle. Oh, come on over here, PJ. Guys, look at the factory exhaust. We could call them factory headers. You could call them factory long tube exhaust manifolds. They are cast iron, but that is a freer flowing exhaust manifold than on the non-performance Chevrolet engines. Again, this one rated at a whopping 400 plus horsepower. great restoration on this, PJ. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. How about you guys?
It's beautiful.
Remember, somebody's going to win both of these. Speaking of winning, PJ, today's Friday. Tuesday is only 4 days away, and remind me, what happens on Tuesday?
Well, that vehicle way down there, that Jeep Rubicon 392, will be selected by the independent auditors for the winning ticket number, and that will match a person who has that ticket number.
On next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
And on next Tuesday, Cadillac. You've got 4 days left to win the Cadillac. Cadillac right now is at Bowling Green, Kentucky. If you're up there for the big car show, then feel free to stop on by the Rhino booth. There you go. We got a Rhino plug right there.
Yeah.
So look for the big blue Rhino if you're at the car show there in Bowling Green this weekend. And you can meet Jim and you can meet Jay.
And maybe Jim will even fire it up for you.
Maybe Jim will fire up the Cadillac CT5E Black Wing just for you guys.
So Eric wants to know how many miles since the restoration on that Cadillac, that Corvette.
I'd have to look at the odometer. I think 100, maybe 200. Really
he says
low.
it looks like it's 0.
Yeah, it does look like it's 0. It's super low miles on that restoration. And the classic Vette that we're giving away, the 64 Fuelie 4-speed convertible, that restoration is just as good. So remember, we have 2 Corvette giveaways going on. Corvette giveaway, the old and the new, plus the lift, plus the classic Vette Dream giveaway, which is that convertible mid-year Stingray 4-speed Fuelie.
Mike Brown says, I need a backyard buddy lift.
Yeah.
That thing is so nice. I mean, honestly, it's 110
nice.
Power.
Yeah.
It raises it and lowers it by that. And then, of course, you can dismantle all the parts so you can get to the car. And you can actually, there's wheels back there. Chris didn't, we kind of walked by them. But you can lift this thing up, move it around your garage.
Yep.
So
you can do that as well. They're great partners. And they make great stuff, made right in the good old USA.
Absolutely. And it fits perfectly when you have 2 cars, when you win both Corvettes.
There you go. All right, guys, let's kick off the weekend in style, PJ. We will see you guys on Monday with more great fun, more great action, more great grand prizes. Remember, Tuesday's the last day on Cadillac. Thursday, they draw the lucky ticket for the Jeep. It's going to be a great week next week. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday in our favorite place on earth, the Dream Giveaway Garage for dreamgiveaway.com.
See you next time, everyone.